Throughout history, few places have inspired as much mystery and debate as the legendary Temple of Solomon. For thousands of years, religious texts, travelers, and archaeologists have asked the same question: did the first Temple of Jerusalem really exist, and if so, has it ever been found? The Hebrew Bible describes the Temple of Solomon in vivid detail. Built in the 10th century BCE under King Solomon's rule, it was said to be an awe-inspiring structure, decorated with gold, bronze, and precious stones. The inner sanctum, known as the Holy of Holies, supposedly housed the most sacred object of all, the Ark of the Covenant. The temple was not merely a building. It was a spiritual center, a place where heaven and earth were believed to meet. And yet, despite this powerful description, no definitive archaeological remains of Solomon's temple have ever been found. Unlike the pyramids of Egypt or the ruins of Mesopotamia, there is no surviving stone, no carved inscription that clearly says, "This was the Temple of Solomon." The biblical account tells us that the temple stood for centuries until the year 586 BCE, when the Babylonians, led by King Nebuchadnezzar, destroyed Jerusalem and carried away its treasures. The temple was reduced to rubble, its sacred artifacts lost to history. Later, a second temple was built, expanded under King Herod, only to be destroyed again by the Romans in 70 CE. Today, the only surviving remnant of that era is the Western Wall, a site of immense religious importance. But what about the first temple, Solomon's Temple? For centuries, explorers, conquerors, and religious pilgrims have searched for signs of it. During the Crusades, Christian knights believed they were standing on its ruins. The legendary Knights Templar even derived their name from the temple, claiming a spiritual connection to its mysteries. Some stories even suggest that they discovered secret relics beneath the Temple Mount, relics that fueled their power and influence across medieval Europe. In the modern era, archaeologists have devoted entire careers to finding traces of Solomon's temple. Excavations in Jerusalem have revealed artifacts dating back thousands of years, pottery shards, ancient inscriptions, and architectural fragments. Some believe these could be remnants from the time of Solomon. But none of them provide conclusive proof. Part of the challenge lies in the location itself, the Temple Mount in Jerusalem. This site is considered holy by Jews, Christians, and Muslims alike, and political as well as religious tensions make excavation extremely difficult. For decades, archaeologists have only been able to dig in limited areas, often far from where the temple might have stood. If the foundations of Solomon's temple are indeed still buried there, they remain locked away, beyond the reach of modern science. But there are tantalizing clues. In the 1990s, researchers using ground-penetrating radar claimed to detect hidden chambers and unexplained voids beneath the surface of the Temple Mount. Some whispered that these could be remnants of Solomon's temple, or even secret hiding places for treasures like the Ark of the Covenant. Yet access to these underground spaces has been strictly forbidden. To this day, their contents remain unknown. Meanwhile, alternative theories have flourished. Some historians argue that the biblical description of Solomon's temple is exaggerated, that it may have been a much smaller sanctuary, more symbolic than monumental. Others go even further, suggesting that it never existed at all, that it was a literary invention created centuries later to give legitimacy to a growing religious tradition. Yet there are also those who believe the temple's true relics were spirited away before its destruction. According to some traditions, the Ark of the Covenant was hidden in a secret chamber beneath the temple, or carried away to far-off lands like Ethiopia, where legends still speak of its presence. Could it be that Solomon's temple has not been entirely lost, but simply relocated in fragments across the world? The temple is not just a matter of stones and archaeology. It is also a matter of faith, prophecy, and identity. In Jewish tradition, the temple was the dwelling place of God on earth. In Christian thought, it foreshadows later sacred spaces and spiritual ideas. In Islamic tradition, the Temple Mount is also tied to the Prophet's night journey, making it one of the holiest places in Islam. The temple, therefore, stands at the crossroads of the world's three great monotheistic religions, and its mystery resonates far beyond archaeology. Adding to this mystique are the countless legends surrounding secret societies and hidden knowledge. Some believe the Freemasons trace their origins to the builders of Solomon's temple. Rituals, symbols, and even architectural designs are said to reflect the influence of this legendary structure. Could it be that the temple spirit, if not its stones, still survives in secret traditions passed down for centuries? And then, of course, there is prophecy. Some religious interpretations hold that the temple will one day be rebuilt, marking the beginning of a new era for humanity. This belief has fueled passionate debates, and even modern conflicts, over the fate of the Temple Mount. For some, the rediscovery of Solomon's temple is not just a matter of history, it is a vision of the future. So, has the Temple of Solomon been found? The truth is elusive. Archaeology has given us fragments, whispers of an ancient sanctuary. Faith assures us that it once stood in glory. Legends tell us it still holds secrets waiting to be revealed. And perhaps, somewhere beneath the stones of Jerusalem, the remains of the first temple are still waiting. Silently, patiently, for the day they will come to light. Until then, the Temple of Solomon remains one of the greatest mysteries of the ancient world, a puzzle where history, faith, and legend intertwine. This is Atlas in Mysteries. Stay with us as we continue to uncover the secrets of humanity's past.